Hello again. So let's try to recap what's happened since yesterday. I did a take before, but it wasn't so good, so I'll try again. I was sick after operation and had fevers, and I was up in the wheelchair someday. It's a bit hard for me to separate the days, so it's quite important for me to do one every day. But I don't know which day is often it is, but and I really want to convey some positivity, but it's hard. I will when I can, but it's quite funny. First I break my leg once on the hospital, but I'm here for another reason, because I have the gash into my bone, an infection in my body, and I almost died because of that. And then I fell off the bed and broke my leg, and no one believed me that that the leg was broken for 2 weeks. Then they did operation that I almost died, and then I felt better. Then I stretched and I broke my leg myself by mistake again. That's type tragicomic or something. I don't know what it's called, but it's in some way funny because it's crazy. But now it's even crazier. I got corona today, so now I have broken my leg twice. I have a big gash in my leg that's into the bone. I have poison in my blood and my lungs and everywhere in my urine, and I don't feel so good. But don't feel sorry for me. It's not that's not why I'm telling you. But it's quite funny if you think about it. In 10 years, it's going to be funny because nobody can have this much unluck like me. So I got corona today on top of all this, and I have so bad blood worth, and that I showed you, the pump that sucks out the blood from my leg where they cut it open, and it sucks too much blood out. So I can change the camera angle so you can see here, right? I think I do like this, change the camera angle like that. I think maybe not. Like that. No, I don't know how to do it, so I'll do it like this, and it's up there. There is my blood supply. There it comes down to in my neck and down to me down here, and then it sucks out from my body and sucks it out again. Only that is comical. I think they give me blood there and they suck it out there. But okay, I don't have so much more to say today, but this video, the end game is to make a video that people understand who I am as a person, that I have a dream that I really worked for in my life, and I would have achieved it if I wouldn't had my flight accident, which was my own fault, of course. I say nothing about that, but it doesn't help me. Now I'm in the hospital and I seem to never get out, and I hope I get out alive. And if I do, it would be like the best present dream, everything in the world, to have the biggest American RV and cruise around wherever I want. No, and I got evicted, of course, when I'm in the hospital. Why not? Of course, I couldn't go home. I can't go home. I can't leave the hospital because I have all this hoses going into me and out, in operation here and operation there. I think I've been on the operation table 25 times, and I had 5 super serious operations. 3 of them went horribly wrong. I mean, real wrong. Because I don't want to be sleeping, that's why I demand to be awake every operation, and that sometimes I regret that decision, because I hear everything they do to me. They hammer in things in me, they cut me with saws, and they like that. But if I go to sleep, I never know if I wake up. But if I'm awake under operation, I know if I'm dying, then I'm dying. That's my philosophy. But I don't want to go that deep. I want to get some support. If you have it in your heart, you don't have to give much. If you give $1, that's a thought from one person that really wants me well. They take their time to look at my video. They take the time to give me $1. That's worth very much to me. So I'm really grateful. Even if I don't reach my goal, it doesn't matter. It will help me very much in my recovery at people. And if you can write something to me, so if I have nothing to do but think, and be alone and isolated, and no one can visit me because of Corona. So I'm all by myself. No, not by myself, I'm sorry. I have a friend here, of course. My friend, Ludwig. He has the same name as my son. So I'm not alone. But if the video isn't perfect, that's because I'm not a videographer. I'm just a person who asking for help. And I really believe in people, that people like to help people. And if you give 50 cents, it's the thought of giving and taking the time. So I'm going to stop talking now and see if I can somehow make it up on GoFundMe. And see how it goes. And if you don't want to give anything, it's okay. Can you spread it to anyone else via your network? So it's spread. That's the most important for you. That's the most important thing. That I think. One more thing happened. I had a PICC line. It's called. They go in deep in your biceps and find a vein. And they put a line in with a big needle and the ultrasound, and they push the line all the way into the heart to get medication. And I'm scared of needles. It's horrible. Ooh, I screamed no all the time. But then when it was in place, I was so happy, because they say it can sit there for 6 months and never have to be stung again. But after 2 days, it broke down. So today they took it out, and they did it in my neck instead. They put the line in deep in my neck into my heart instead. That's even worse. But now it's there. I know I have a bad pronunciation. Now it's there, and I hope it stays there. I don't want to be stung again. So thank you, and I hope this video will cover everything. It's not so good, but do what you can, please. I will be very thankful. And goodbye.